Hundreds of civilian workers at the subbase in Groton are feeling the effects of the government shutdown.
Yeah, they're not the only ones. Visitors have arrived at the Submarine Force Museum only to find it shut down as well. News 8's Tina Dittel has more from Groton.
This sign right here couldn't be more clear. This museum remains closed, but we did talk to one man who doesn't understand why, because he says on weekends it's run completely on volunteers. The man, who didn't want to be identified, says on Saturdays and Sundays there are no civilian workers at the Submarine Force Museum. So why can't the museum remain open now?
It seems like the docents and the active duty military run it just fine.
We called the submarine base in Groton and got this answer. In a statement from the base commander, we learned under a government shutdown, the law states that only operations and activities essential to safety, protection of human life, and protection of our national security are authorized.
Somebody, I think, in Washington has said, let's make this as inconvenient as possible for the public and shut everything down when there's really no need to.
I'm from New York, Come here is almost 2 hours, driving 2 hours now.
This visitor was very disappointed and had to tell a group from Seoul, South Korea, the museum and Nautilus, the country's first operational nuclear-powered submarine, were closed. While we were at the gate, others came and others went.
I don't understand where we're going through these continuing resolutions because the Democrats refuse to pass a budget.
Jim Field is from Massachusetts. He once served on the Nautilus. Sorry you can't be here to see your old ship.
I know. Oh well, I'll be back.
While this gate is locked and closed, these gates, of course, remain open because the subbase itself is open, minus, of course, 750 of the 1,300 civilian employees who usually come to work here. In Groton, Tina Dittel, News 8.